The party's over, Dodgers Nation. The champagne's gone flat. The confetti from Chavez Ravine has been swept away, and now the silence of the offseason begins to speak louder than the cheers. Andrew Friedman and his front office step into a decisive period, and every move from here on could shape the future of a championship roster. The first step has already been taken. Max Muncy locked in through 2026. But the real dilemma lies with two beloved figures of the faithful blue, Kiké Hernández and Miguel Rojas, whose futures now rest in the hands of the front office. Two clubhouse leaders, two faces of resilience, two names that embody the heart of the Dodgers. Meanwhile, a parallel story reminds us that not everything was perfect in 2024. Zack Penrod, the left-handed pitcher who arrived as a promising gamble after leaving the Boston Red Sox, never quite found his footing in Oklahoma City. His high ERA and subsequent release leave behind a quiet but meaningful lesson. Even a championship team has to know when to move on. The offseason has arrived with decisions of both soul and strategy. And in baseball, sometimes what defines a champion isn't what the team wins, but what decides to let go. Drop a like and leave a comment, Dodgers Nation, because this space belongs to those who truly live the blue, with joy in the victories and heart in the decisions that come after. News 1. The World Championship still echoes through the stands of Chavez Ravine, but inside the front office, the euphoria has already given way to spreadsheets and signatures. Andrew Friedman and his team are entering an offseason that promises to be a marathon of decisions, and every choice carries the weight of keeping a championship roster together and competitive. Max Muncy is already secured through 2026, a move that signals confidence and continuity. But now, all eyes in Dodgers Nation turn to two names that are more than players. They're symbols, Kiké Hernández and Miguel Rojas. Two familiar faces, two presences that define the spirit of the clubhouse. And what comes next, no one expected. Will Smith, the hero of the Game 7 World Series home run, hasn't hidden his wish. He wants Hernández and Rojas back. His words, spoken with the emotion of someone who lived every inning of that journey, reveal more than respect. They reveal brotherhood. Those two guys are leaders, he said. I love those guys, and I hope they're back with us next year. That statement showed how united this group really is, and how much uncertainty weighs behind the scenes. Smith speaks like a fan would, with his heart first, logic second. And deep down, we're all thinking the same thing. Will they come back? What Rojas did in Game 7 is already a part of Dodgers history. His home run in the 9th inning, when the team looked defeated, reignited hope and opened the path to victory. Then came the flawless defensive play, throwing to Smith to tag Confetti at home plate, a play that became a symbol of resilience. Rojas, who would consider retirement, confirmed to Dodger Nation that he plans to return for another season. That decision changes everything. It shows that the veteran still feels the call of the game, still wants to fight for the blue. Kiké, meanwhile, even without shining the final, remains that guy who brings energy, humor, and grit, and whose postseason track record speaks for itself. Behind the scenes, fans react with contained emotion. Hernández and Rojas are more than stats. They're part of the team's identity. Players who carry the soul of Los Angeles, who know what it means to wear the blue with pride. Their potential renewals aren't just a matter of talent, but of culture. And that's what makes these decisions so delicate. Because while the front office works with numbers, the clubhouse runs on heart. And when a leader leaves, something inside the group falls apart. It feels like the same kind of crossroads the team has faced in years past. The tug of war between management's logic and the fans' emotion. Rojas wants to return. Hernández deserves to. The question is, will the front office listen to what the field is saying or what the spreadsheets say? Whatever the answer, one thing's for sure. The heart of Dodgers Nation will be watching every move. Because being a Dodger means feeling every decision, as if it were an extra inning. News 2. Not every championship story is made only of perfect decisions, and the Los Angeles Dodgers know that better than anyone. After the glory comes a cold analysis, and among the names that marked this season, one stands out quietly but symbolically: Zack Penrod. The left-hander joined the Dodgers in June from the Boston Red Sox as a low-risk signing with some interesting potential. It looked like one of those classic Friedman front office moves, finding hidden value where others don't. But this time, the plan didn't work out. Penrod couldn't find his footing in Oklahoma City. In 19 AAA games, he posted an 8.65 ERA, a number that speaks for itself. In such a competitive system, there's little room for prolonged struggles. The result was inevitable: his release. Now, free to test the market, the 28-year-old pitcher is looking for a new destination. Maybe the Boston Red Sox, where he posted good numbers last September, will want him back. Or perhaps another team with a thinner roster will see him as a useful bullpen arm. But in Los Angeles, his chapter is closed. And what came after that decision, no one expected. Penrod's departure doesn't have a direct impact on the main roster. After all, the investment was minimal, but it reveals an important detail about the machine that keeps the Dodgers at the top. Not every bet pays off, and that's okay. The front office is aggressive, bold, and unafraid to take risks. Sometimes they win with a Muncy, a Rojas, a Kiké. Other times, they lose with a Penrod. But it's precisely that courage that keeps this team among baseball's elite. Behind the scenes, there's a shared understanding that moves like this are the natural price of maintaining a dominant organization. Dodgers Nation knows that every victory carries small, unseen losses, and that even a minor league pitcher is still part of the great blue engine. Penrod, with his high strikeout rate, showed flashes of what he could be. But baseball is cruel. Promise doesn't always turn into reality. And maybe that's where the real lesson lies. The Penrod case reminds us that greatness isn't always found in the result, but in the willingness to try. Friedman and company keep adjusting the pieces, and every misstep teaches something about what comes next. Because the Dodgers' secret isn't avoiding mistakes, it's learning quickly from them. The title is already etched in history, but the heart of Dodgers Nation keeps beating strong. Because being a champion doesn't mean resting. It means rebuilding, deciding, and daring again. On one side, the emotional challenge of keeping Hernández and Rojas, two symbols of unity and devotion. On the other, the cold pragmatism needed to move on from cases like Zack Penrod, a reminder that not every gamble pays off, but every attempt matters. The Los Angeles Dodgers are in a rare moment, celebrating the past while shaping the future. The front office stand before a mirror, a reflection showing both the strength of a championship core and the challenges ahead to keep that fire alive. And the fans know baseball is an endless cycle of games and choices, of goodbyes and new beginnings. The blue faith endures, because being a Dodger means believing even when the silence of the offseason weighs heavy. It means looking at an empty Chavez Ravine and still hearing the echo of "Let's go Dodgers" in the air. It means knowing that every renewal, every cut, every rumor, all of it is part of a passion that never pauses. Drop a comment. Dodgers Nation, who do you want to see back wearing blue in 2025? Hit that like button to show that this passion never fades, because this is a space of those who feel every inning as if it were the last.